Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys 5 different books that I have been reading the last 6 months, and then I want to give a review about them to you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. So in today's video, you guys can see I decided to change up the scenery a little bit. I'm not in my room and I'm at a desk, so I just wanted to change it up a bit. I mean, my room is a little tiring now. I'm gonna start with the non-fiction book. The first nonfiction book is this one. This is called Emotional Intelligence by Jill Hayson, and this book is about what are emotions. It literally explains every single emotion. It even explains to you some of the emotions that I didn't even know existed. So I personally learned a lot from this book. It showed me how other people handle emotions and how I should be handling my emotions. Emotions go through a cycle, so it showed me step by step what the cycle was and how the emotions create themselves, how they get created, why they get created. So it's very detailed with emotions, and I really love that because I love to talk about emotions and vulnerability and what the human feels and everything. You guys know I'm obsessed with psychology, so this book I like. It's a little complicated, to be honest, because it talks a lot about psychology, the subconscious, so I wouldn't recommend this book for people who are just starting to read self-help books. But if you are already into that, this book is great, and it only talks about emotion. It's very eye-opening about the human mind and the brain and the heart and how it all works together. So the second nonfiction book is called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I always say that authors have the weirdest name, so if I don't pronounce an author's name right, I'm so sorry. I don't want to like mispronounce it or anything, but I'm trying my best. But anyways, this is the second nonfiction book, and this book I absolutely loved. It talks about how to make friends. If you read the title of this book, you would say, why do I need to know how to treat people if I already have friends in my life? And it's not teaching you how to win friends exactly, but how to keep people in your life and how to understand other people. So it's really interesting to know how to do it, because sometimes we think that we're great friends and that we don't need anything else to be a great friend, but in reality there's so many things that we need to improve as a friend. It also talks about how to communicate clearly our ideas, our thoughts with others in order to have a healthy relationship. Really teaches us how to translate what we're feeling into words. It also talks about the desires of people and what they want. So how to be a leader is also a very important topic in this book. He teaches us how to create our followers into leaders. So personally, I love this book. I feel like it's a very important book when it comes to relationships and how to act around other people. It digs really deep into our brain. So if you ask me, this book is 100% recommended. Go buy it. Like, you're wasting your time not reading this book, and it will make your life so much easier when dealing with people. Seriously. So now let's get into the fiction books. Oh my gosh, guys. This is like the most exciting part. I absolutely love to read fiction books, and reading self-help books and fiction books both are really great because one keeps you adventurous and fun and alive, and the other one actually teaches you things about life. So it's important to do both, but I'm not gonna lie, my favorite is fiction books. So I'm gonna start with the first one, and the first one is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. So this book is all about friendship and how difficult it is to have a friend, just the way that this guy described it. I'm just gonna give a little recap, no spoilers. Don't worry, none of these books will have spoilers, so you can go read them in peace. So this book is about two friends that have been friends since forever, and for life reasons they separate. So it's about two friends who are trying to reconnect with each other and try to tie that bond that they had before. As you can see in the cover is a girl and a boy, so the book is only from the girl's perspective, which is a bummer because we don't really know what the guy thinks of her or why he thinks they separated. It's a very complicated relationship. It's a story about both of them trying to break life's rules and become friends again. And what I like about this book is that it talks about the present and the past. It's a very interesting book. I loved it. I couldn't stop reading this book ever. I read it when I was at work, when I was at home. Every time I had a break or something, I read this book. It's so romantic. It kept me on my toes. It's so fun, but at the same time, it's very conflictive. So if you like conflicted, romantic, friendship, books that keep you on your toe, kind of, this book is such a great book. The next one is called Pandemonium. This book is the sequel to Delirium, so you have to read Delirium first. This is the second one, and there's a third one which I haven't read yet. Oh my gosh, guys, this book is very, very much like to Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. What I loved about this book is how the characters play out to be. It's just so good. And this book is by Lauren Oliver. I love her books, to be honest. She's one of my favorite authors, and it's all about the adventure war, the crisis, the government and what's going to happen, the resistance and everything. So to give like a background story about this book, this is a society made up in the United States that prohibits people to love each other. So love is a crime. If you feel something for someone else, you're either banned, killed, or you have to hide and pretend you don't feel anything. I love what the author made with these books is that since humans are so afraid to love, she made it look like giving us a cure will solve everything, but in reality it doesn't. It's all about the fighting, the conflict, and she also added a little bit of romantic stuff to it. So it's all from the point of view of this girl that fell in love with a guy and she doesn't know what to do with her life because she's 18 years old. She doesn't know how to handle it. So if you want to read this book, I would definitely recommend. I've only read 2 of them, but both of them have been amazing and I love it. Every time something happens to like the main character or something, I get sad. And last but not least, the last book I read called The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. It's about 2 people who broke up and accidentally meet with each other again. What I loved about this book is that it gives the point of view from the guy and the girl. So it's going back and forth between their thoughts. So one day is the guy talking about what he thinks that happened, and then the other day is the girl talking about what she thinks that happened. So I love to see both point of views because as a girl, I don't know what goes into a guy's mind. So I definitely do not know how a guy thinks or acts and why. So getting into his mind was something totally different for me. But to give you like a background story, it's about 2 people who dated for like 3 years and then life drew them apart and they broke up and they accidentally meet with each other again. They accidentally meet on their ride to the wedding. So it gives them 15 hours to talk again and to understand what really happened with their relationship, to sort things out. I love the books that talk about the past, the present, and also from the point of view of 2 people because sometimes you really have to know the point of view of both sides to really understand what was going on. And I absolutely love it. It's romantic, it's funny, it's adventurous, it's all the emotions together, and it's also a little soapy. So it adds a little bit of intimacy with them. It was a really complicated relationship, but what I liked about it is that I felt every single emotion. Sometimes I liked a character, sometimes I didn't, and I connected so deeply with the characters. I love this book and I would absolutely recommend this book to you guys. Go read it. This is my favorite book, to be honest. I think I'm gonna look up more of her books because she seems to write really great books. This was a short book recommendation, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did not only read these books this year, I read a lot more, but I don't have them with me right now. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me there right now because I post all my book recs there and it's like right after I finish the book, so it's a lot quicker. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed this book review so much. I can't wait to keep reading more books, so make sure you guys subscribe and comment. A lot more Christmassy videos are coming. I'm excited. Yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, enjoy the holidays, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.